Hi, and welcome to my course, the 10 free blogging tools that will make you a better blogger. I'm really glad you clicked on this course, and I can't wait for you to dive into this content. This course is super practical, and it contains the kind of hacks and tips that you can implement immediately. In fact, these tools are so easy to use, you'll be able to get started with most of them in less than 10 minutes. So let's look at a few of the things you'll be learning. You'll be learning about a tool for capturing, recording, and effectively organizing your blog ideas. So this means no more lost ideas. You'll be able to actually keep and remember every idea that you can think of for your blog. You'll also be learning about a free tool that automatically creates buzzworthy headlines. I'm going to show you the best website for downloading free professional blog photos. I'm going to show you a free drag and drop graphic design tool for making professional looking social media graphics. Also going to be showing how to set up a blog for free on the #1 blogging platform I recommend for beginners. And this is something you don't have to buy hosting for. This is something that you don't have to create a website design for. This is absolutely free, and it's a growing, rapidly growing platform that I'm recommending to everyone that's a writer right now. So, who is this course for? This course is for bloggers and online writers. This is for copywriters, authors, online entrepreneurs, social media marketers, basically anyone that has a message that they need to get out and grow a platform for. That is who this course is for. So why can you trust me? Well, I'm a professional copywriter and freelance blogger, but I actually didn't start until about 3 years ago, and I started with absolutely zero experience, and since that time I've grown my blog to thousands of readers. I publish multiple online viral articles, and I've had the opportunity to publish articles through some of the largest online publications in the world, places like the Huffington Post and the Blaze. Okay, so the first tool that I want to introduce to you is called Evernote. But before I show you how to get started with this tool, I actually want to show you the importance of actually downloading it and using it. So did you know that all written material starts the same way? Yeah, there's actually a common thread between the book The Great Gatsby and a viral article that you read on BuzzFeed. Do you know what that is? The answer is that they all started as an idea. Now the tricky part is transferring that idea that's in your head to somewhere that you can actually remember it and then take action on it and build it out and then publish it somewhere. So that's what this software is going to allow you to do. So all you have to do is just open up a web browser and type in Evernote. So once you have that pulled up, you can just click that button that says download, and within just a few minutes you'll have it downloaded onto your desktop. There's also a mobile app for Android and for iPhone, so I definitely recommend putting it on whatever device you have, because the quicker you can put your idea into the software, the better off you'll be. So we'll actually jump right into the software. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the front page of Evernote, and you have a notes section here, a notebook section, and a tag section. So tags are more for tagging certain elements within your article and just kind of giving you an overall view of it. Notebooks are going to be kind of like your categories. And so to kind of show you how I actually use this, we'll go ahead and make a note, and we'll pretend that I had this idea to write an article about my son. And so we might say like 20 lessons my 2-year-old son has taught me. And I don't know what kind of ideas that you might have going on in your head, but I would just type down a few things that might allow you to remember what this article should be about. And so I'm going to write down a few notes. So I might say this needs to be lighthearted, lessons. My son's name is Asher, so 20 lessons Asher has taught me about life. And so this is just basic, but then I would go and add a tag that you use for every blog idea. And so it might just be blog idea. So you got that tag there. So now once you jump out of this, you should be able to search that tag. So notes tag with blog idea. And so there it is. So today I created it, and that's it. 20 lessons my 2-year-old son has taught me. So hopefully you can see how you can actually implement this system, start using it, start tagging, start categorizing, and start taking action on building these ideas out. And so we'll go further into that with some of these other tools, but that is the rundown on the tool Evernote. Okay, I want to start this next section with a quote from the best-selling author Stephen King. He says, "If you want to be a writer, you must do 2 things above all others: read a lot and write a lot." And for our context as bloggers, another way to put this is that if you want to write great articles, first, you must read great articles. And that's what this next tool is all about. It's called Pocket. And it's something that you can download on your desktop computer. You can actually also put it on an iPhone or an Android device, and we'll actually jump right into it. So if you pull up your web browser and just type in getpocket.com, just like that, you'll probably see a page that looks something similar to this. And basically Pocket is a article archiving software. And as you read stuff online and read articles related to, whatever category you kind of write in, whatever category you fit in as a blogger, as you read those kind of articles, you can save them and go back and read them later, use them as inspiration for your own articles. Maybe you don't have time to read an article, but you think it would be useful to yourself later. You can save those and put those in Pocket. But it doesn't just stop there. It also recommends other articles based on the articles you're archiving. Okay, so to sign up, all you have to do is click sign up with Google or sign up with email. If you have a Gmail account, you can do sign up with Google. If you have another email address, sign up with email. I've actually already signed up with Gmail, so we'll jump right into it, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside Pocket. And this is the desktop view. Has a different view for iPhone or Android, but has a few different features. So front page here is my list. So these are the articles that I've recently added to my list. Some I've already read and I want to be able to go back to later for inspiration. Some of these are some that I've not had the time to read yet, but I'm going to read later. You can also favorite certain articles within this system. You can also save videos, and so maybe you have an article that contains a video, or you go to YouTube and read or watch something and it seems interesting and you want to watch it again later or share it again later, then you also put it in here. Also have images, so if you wanted to add images you find online, you put it in here. And then tags, and tags are great for categorizing these articles so you can go back to them later. So those are some of my tags there. And just to kind of show you how it works real quickly, Relevant Magazine's a online publication that I read pretty often. And say I read this article and thought, hey, this would be great as some inspiration for something I actually want to write from my own experience. I could grab this URL here, go back to here, and just paste it into there and save it. And it works the same way for your iPhone or Android. As an app, you would do the same exact thing. You could copy and paste in there. And then also, if you use Google Chrome, there's a Pocket Chrome extension. And once you've logged into the Chrome extension, you can save a page just by hitting that button. So that's the Pocket app. Hope this is helpful. Hope it allows you to write better articles and become a better blogger. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, this is a great tool, and I really think you're going to like it. It's a fun one too. It's a blog idea generator, and what this does is it allows you to come up with great article ideas that people will want to read, and it actually helps you create headlines for those articles. And so that's kind of how I like to think of it, as a headline generator maybe. And all you have to do is go to hubspot.com/blog topic generator, just like that. So once you've typed that in there, you should arrive to a page that looks like this, and you'll just enter in some keywords about whatever category you kind of write in. This is where you'll put that information. So I typically write about faith and family, and so I might want to write an article about like fatherhood or parenting, something like that. So we'll just throw in that parenting, fatherhood, and maybe faith. Click give me blog ideas, and this will give you several ideas to actually write blogs about. So number 1, 15 best blogs to follow about parenting, why we love fatherhood and you should too, 5 tools everyone in the faith industry should be using, 20 myths about parenting, the worst advice we've ever heard about fatherhood. So you can see how these would be attractive titles, attractive topics to write about. And there's a few things here and there you'll have to tweak to make it kind of fit and be appropriate. I wouldn't just use any of these probably verbatim, but I wouldn't have to change much. They're pretty great. Like 20 myths about parenting, that's a really great one. That'd be a really powerful article, I feel like. So that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. It's free to use, and I would use it as much as possible. Okay, this next blogging tool I want to introduce you to is called the Headline Analyzer, and it's put out by coschedule.com. You can actually just type in there coschedule.com Headline Analyzer, and it should populate a page that looks like this. And all you have to do is type in your headline, and it will analyze it. It'll analyze it for things like emotional effectiveness, shareability, SEO, things like that. So we'll actually take one of the titles that we pulled from that last tool I showed you. So we'll take 20 myths about parenting. We'll plug it in over here, just copy and paste. And we'll just check it out, see what it says. Takes just a moment to analyze it. Okay, so 20 myths about parenting comes up with a 57 headline score. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. So we'll kind of go down here and look at the analysis here. So it says the headline's a bit short. I agree. Your headline is way too light on words. Okay, I understand that. Even breaks down like how important the first 3 words are. Uses keywords here, so myths would be a keyword there, and even mentions the sentiment. So what's cool about this is that you can actually kind of tweak it and see if your score goes up or down, and that's what I think is most effective with this tool. It's the most effective way to use this tool. So maybe if we just plug in the word surprising, like an emotional word like that, we'll see what it does. So we were at 57 here. Let's see what happens when we add a word like that. See if it raises it, lowers it. Okay, so we jumped up a little bit. We're at 68 now. And so you see there how I mentioned surprising would be like an emotional word that would help out a little bit. It's listed there. So myths, surprising, making it a little more intriguing. Yeah, it says now our headline's at the right length. It mentions the first 3 words there. So, and it gives you a preview here. So that's going to be helpful. And if you do email marketing with your blog, it gives you like a subject line preview. So hopefully you see how this can be helpful, and you could continue tweaking it, messing around with it, and see what you can come up with, see how high you can get that score to go with, and make your blog post the best it can possibly be. This next tool I want to show you is super practical, super easy to use, and 100% free. It's a photo website, and it's called unsplash.com, and it contains thousands and thousands of high resolution 100% free photos. And I'll actually show you an example of how you can search and find what you're looking for depending on what you blog about. So I'll search for parenting, and you'll see over 600 free parenting pictures. and they're all great photos. I mean, super high quality. Enlarge that and see it. And if you wanted to download it, all you have to do is just click that download button. Downloads right to your desktop there. So easy to use. And it has, you know, tons of different categories. I mean, if you're searching for if you're like run a financial blog, you might search finances. Over 1,000 photos related to finances. And again, super high quality, 100% free. And your blog, your writing is obviously what's most important for your blog. If you want to have a great blog, you need to have great writing. But what's second most important is your actual photos for your blog. And so I'll actually show you, I use unsplash.com for pretty much every photo I use in my blog. And you'll see that it makes my blog look, you know, professional, like well done. And so the reason why I think that your blog photos are second most important is that if you throw a cheesy stock photo that's not high quality, it's not high resolution, people will equate that to what's inside the article. So if you have a bad looking photo, they're going to think it's a bad article. And that may not be completely fair. You may have great writing inside the article, but if you throw up a horrible front door to that blog, then you may not have as many readers as you would otherwise. So hopefully you'll see the importance of using great photos for your blog, and I hope that unsplash.com, I hope it's a great resource for you as you blog in the future. This tool is called Canva, and it's a drag and drop graphic design website, and it's free to sign up, free to use. If you'll just search canva.com in your browser, it should pull up and you should be able to sign up really quickly and get started. And so I'll just show you, these are some of the designs that I've done before for my website. Like this ebook design I made, it's a blog graphic I made. It's actually my hero image on my website. And if you just want to create a design, all you have to do is click create a design, and it has dozens and dozens of options of what kind of graphics you might want to make. So you have Facebook post here, Twitter post, if you need to make a logo for your blog, if you need to make a banner, even Pinterest is here, Tumblr, Instagram, and blogging and ebook covers. So dozens and dozens of different types of templates that will get you started super quickly. And so say you were going to do a Facebook post and you wanted to make a graphic, you would just click that template there and it would load up something for you. And you can actually look at some other templates here and say, maybe I don't want to use these images. You can actually create it with your own background image and go to uploads. So I pulled this image right here from Unsplash. So you can just drag and drop, expand it, make it a little bit bigger, and wanted to add some text. You can even use these pre-designed text things here. So say I wanted to use, I don't know, let's try this one. Just put it over here. Just type my blog in there. So it's a little bit big, and resize it. Or rotate it maybe. So easy to use. Super easy, super simple. And that's really all there is to it. If you wanted to download it, you can. PNG options, PDF, JPEG. You can share it. So if you need to email it to someone. So hopefully you can kind of see how you could use this. Even illustrations here. And most of the stuff on here is absolutely free. You can even search photos on here. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you can make you some great graphics for your blog. Okay, this next tool is going to save you from so many common mistakes. It saved me a ton of time of correcting simple typos and writing mistakes, spelling mistakes. It's called Grammarly.com, and it's a free software that you can add to Chrome if you use Google Chrome. You can also add it to Microsoft Word. And basically it just runs in the background as you write, and it checks for common spelling mistakes, typos, and even a few structure type things with your writing. So we'll jump right into it. This is actually, if you just go to Grammarly.com, that should pull up something like this, and you can add it to Chrome, and basically I'll just log in and show you a quick example of the kind of mistakes it can save you from. So you can see here I have the Google Chrome add-in, and we'll just pretend that I was going to write that blog post we used for the a few sections back. It was 20 surprising parenting myths. So I'll go ahead and type this in here like I was about to share that post, and I'm going to misspell surprising, and watch what it does. See that? So it's got the red underneath there, and it already gives me the correction. All I have to do is just click that and it corrects it. And so 20 surprising parenting myths, and you can see that it works pretty much anywhere that you're going to be typing online, or anywhere you have this downloaded. It's going to check for those common mistakes no matter where you're writing. It's going to run in the background. It doesn't slow anything down, but it will save you a ton of time and save you from a ton of mistakes. And this is great, especially if you're a non-native English speaker and you're not as familiar with the English language. This will help you out and save you so much time. Hope you find it helpful. This tool is called the Hemingway app, and it is a tool that will make your writing bold and clear. It's completely focused on making your writing as clear and as readable as possible. It helps take out complex sentences, it removes passive voice, it helps you take out those pesky adverbs, and it just makes your writing so much better. It's almost like having an English teacher looking over your shoulder. That's how helpful this tool really is. And what it does is, as you type things in here, it color codes things depending on what's wrong with it. And so here where you see this red, that's saying that's a really complex sentence, and you can just tell, it's a really long meandering sentence. And if you kind of look at it and evaluate it and edit it, it will actually change the red to yellow, or even it won't highlight it at all because you fixed the sentence. So the way I use this is I write out my content maybe in Evernote, and then I copy and paste it into this app, and then see how simple my writing is, like if it's clear or is it too complex, and then I adjust it in here, and then I'll copy and paste it to whatever blogging platform I'm on. So I'll just show you like how this works. So this app highlights lengthy, complex sentences and common errors. If you see a yellow sentence, shorten or split it. So basically all you have to do is see how you can simplify the sentences. So we'll take that out. You see how that removed the yellow? It's so much easier to read now. This app, or the app, highlights lengthy, complex sentences and complex errors. If you see a red highlight, your sentence is so dense and complicated that your readers will get lost trying to follow its meandering, splitting logic. Try editing this sentence to remove the red. So maybe you would make that a period, and see how that made that sentence, the red disappear there. So that's how you can kind of like work on your sentences and work on your blog and make it more readable, is by rewriting it. I've heard it said before that the best writers are rewriters, and this Hemingway app will really help you do that. It's so helpful, and I hope you'll get a lot out of it. Okay, this tool is called Medium, and Medium is a free blogging platform that anyone can get started on. I don't care if you're a beginner or you're advanced, you've been doing this years or just a few weeks. Medium is the place you should be if you're a writer. And I'm kicking myself now because after a few years of writing my own blog, I'm finally on Medium. I'm finally trying to grow an audience there, but I'm way behind the curve. I so wish I would have gotten started on Medium when I first started blogging, because it's completely free. You can blog just on Medium. A lot of people do that. You can have your own domain and blog both on your own domain and Medium. But whatever the case is for you, I would definitely be on Medium in some capacity. Whether you're sharing every blog on there or just a few, it's a great resource that every writer should be utilizing. So if you just go to medium.com and you should pull up a page, something like this. I'm already signed up, and so I'm just going to show you real quickly how easy it is to write a blog and publish a blog on Medium. So we'll click New Story here. And just for example's sake, I'm going to go over here and borrow this article I wrote about a year ago. Throw that in the title there. And what I love about this is it does all the formatting for you. It is so easy to use. And actually, you can even copy and paste the images. That's how easy this is. So there we go. And then we'll copy and paste this. And if you just want to use Medium, if you have your own blog already, you can use Medium just to republish your blog. There's nothing wrong with that. It's completely fine. But if you just want to use Medium and not even have your own domain, that's fine too. There's a large audience on Medium, and it's a great place to get started. Oh, I just saw I have a typo there. And so once you've kind of got that written out there, all you have to do is click Publish, and you can actually add tags so people can find it. And so I might do life lessons. Already auto-populated that tag. I might put wisdom. And it even shows you like how many people are using these tags. So I might do like life hacking, I might do life lessons. Oh, I've already did that. I might just do life. Let's see, let's just say relationships. And then you just click publish, and that is how easy that is. And once you hit publish, anyone searching those hashtags, they may come across your article, they may share it, and you could have an audience on Medium, within just a few weeks. Hopefully you'll get started on this. Hopefully you'll take advantage of it sooner than I did. Like I said, I'm late to the game on this, but if you're a writer, I would get started on this as soon as possible. I wouldn't wait around. Okay, this final tool I'm introducing you to is really straightforward, but it can pay off huge dividends if you go ahead and get it set up as quickly as possible. And what it is, it's called Google Alerts. All you have to do to find it, if you will just do google.com/alerts. And once it pulls up, you can create an alert about anything you want. The few things I recommend you starting with is your first and last name, your first and last name, and your blog name. So mine's Tyler Spiegel blog, and then also your URL. And so my URL is tylerspiegel.com, and so I have all three of those set up. So what this means is anytime someone republishes a blog post that I've written, I will get an email as soon as that happens. So I'll be aware of it. And the reason why this matters, and the reason why I said this could pay huge dividends in the future, is say I wrote an article, it gets picked up by someone like the Huffington Post. They may not alert me to let me know that they're republishing that blog. They may just republish it, and I may not ever know about it. But if I get the email, I find out about it, I'll be aware of it, and I can actually capitalize on it by sharing it on my own channels. If I don't have a relationship with that publication who's sharing my content, I could actually just reach out to them, and then from that point forward, I might get to build a relationship with them and say, hey, saw where you shared my article. I would love to have the opportunity to share articles with you in your publication in the future. So let's work this out to where I can start maybe blogging, be a contributor for this platform. And you can build bridges in places that you otherwise wouldn't have even known about. And this also goes for things maybe you're writing in a certain category that you want to be on top of 24/7. So you might set up an alert, say about say if you write about Bitcoin, you could create an alert about that. So anytime an article is written about Bitcoin, you would get an alert about it, and you could be on top of it and write an article about that. And so I recommend you get this set up, just as soon as you can, because the sooner you get this started, the more aware you'll be and the more opportunities you can take advantage of. I hope you've enjoyed this course. I hope these tools have been helpful, and I hope you'll take advantage of them.